Howdy. So as you can see, I didn't go to the cabin this weekend. It was cold out all week until Friday, and there wasn't a lot of sap running. So my father-in-law went down Friday, and yeah, I think he got about 1.5 quarts of sap, and that was it. About a foot of new snow on the ground though. So I decided to stay in town and take care of some chores here. One of the chores I wanted to do was set up this old tent. I had got it from a friend of my dad's over the winter time, and I was looking forward to setting it up to see how it fit to shape with it. And so I spent about an hour today setting it up and going over it all and figuring it out. And here it is. It's a 50s or 60s vintage, I'm not quite sure. Sears tent, made in the USA. Don't do that anymore for tents. Canvas, a lighter duty on the top, a heavy duty on the bottom. Aluminum pole. And this one, compared to a lot of the tents I've seen, older, has this additional bump out on the side, which I don't think is all that common. This must have been the Cadillac of tents in its days. Condition-wise, it's in really good shape. I got one little tear, down here, but only in the edge. Nothing in the body of the tent at all. All the straps are intact and good, and for a 50-year-old tent, it's in really nice shape. Let's go inside and take a look around. Well, this is the inside of the tent. It's got 3 windows. One on the right side of your face in the front, one in the back, one on the end wall. Screen door with a good zipper still. Only got one hole in the screen as far as I can tell, which is nice. Just one. I can patch that. Like I said, heavy duty canvas in the bottom. And it's not in too bad shape. A little bit of staining, nothing too bad. When the spring comes along, I will set it up and scrub it down. And I'm looking at waterproofing recipes right now. I've seen some that are boiled linseed oil and beeswax. Is one I saw. So I'll do some research and figure out what I need to do to waterproof this nice. But it has that old summer camp smell. That smells like Boy Scout camp. But like I said, I never stayed in a tent like this as a kid. I grew up in the 80s, and by the 80s, I don't think we had this type of tent. I don't remember it at least. I think we had nylon by then. But like I said, no holes, which is nice. Canvas is in really good shape. All the stitching is in good shape, and the floor is solid. So I'll just came to say hi. Yeah, should be a pretty cool tent to set up down at the cabin. And unlike nylon, it shouldn't age that much in the sun, I don't think. Especially after I put the waterproofing on. Let's go back outside and I'll go over the assembly, because that's a bit different. Okay. So to set this tent up, it's all aluminum pole construction. It's 50 years old. They were all aluminum back then, I think. At the top, there's a cross piece that has a bolt that goes through it with a hook, and to that I have a rope tied over here, and that supports the roof. When I was building it, I erected this main frame here first, and then pulled up the center, and then hooked up all 4 corners. For the poles, there's 4 poles with this bend in it, and the short portion goes down to the ground, and there's 2 poles below that that keep it upright. And then that one obviously goes there, and this one comes to that seam over there. The end took me a while to figure out. On this one, there's 2 bend pieces, and those right here, the long portion goes down, and then there's one extra piece down here. And there's 2 loops of canvas that go over that cross beam that goes across. That was basically it. Once you do it once, it's really not that hard. Like I said, condition-wise, this thing is in great shape. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit come spring. Try to get rid of some of the musty smell, and then I'll figure out what type of waterproofing I should put on it. Like I said, I've heard beeswax and boiled linseed oil is a good mix. I also have the poles for the canopy, the porch canopy. I just didn't set it up because I was only planning on setting it up to see what type of shape it was in. It came with the bag for the poles and the bag for the main body, which is awesome. It came with everything really, other than instructions. But I'm really happy to get it. If you ever look up prices on canvas tents, a canvas tent will run you $500 to $1,000, and free is awesome. So I'm not sure when the last time this was actually taken out. I think it's been a while. And today, I came out this morning and cleaned out the backyard of all the dog droppings because it was still frozen. It's a great time to do that. And then I figured I would spend some time today doing this. So I probably have about an hour into it, setting it up and figuring it all out. Now I'm going to take it down and pack it up away for at least probably another month or two before I figure out the waterproofing. But yeah, so the canopy, I'll show you how this comes in like this. You zip up the screen, and this button's at the bottom. If I was setting this up for camping, I would stake it all the way around. I just stake the corners because I plan on taking it right down. But then there are ties all the way around for this, and that's it. No Velcro in this vintage. I don't think it had been invented yet. I think it's a gorgeous tent. A lot of people who are watching this might have grown up camping in one of these. I know my grandfather's pictures of my dad as a kid. They spent their summers in a tent, not that different than this. So I'm honored to have it. It's a great old tent. I think my kids will think it's pretty cool too. I have a big old new Coleman, but there's something about old canvas. It smells like camping in summer. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get back down to the cabin. Next weekend is Easter. We might spend Easter Sunday at the cabin. If we do, I'll probably run some syrup. If we don't, it might be a couple weeks before I get down. So I still have a couple other videos I plan in my head, and I'm hoping to get done before we get into the swing of things for the summer. And we'll see if I get to those or not. I'm just kind of busy this time of the year. I'm doing firefighter training 2 days a week. And I have my regular drills 1 day a week, so 3 days a week I'm at training. So that's going to go on until mid-May. Once that's done with, I should get onto a regular schedule and get down to the cabin more frequently. But yeah, like I said, I just figured I'd do a video just on this tent. It's very cool. You don't see it every day. Heck, I haven't seen one of these set up in forever. In the 80s, I remember seeing a couple people had them, but we didn't. We get nylon tents, so I figured I'd show it off. Well, I think that's about it for this week. Until next time, thanks for watching.